Hey, how you doing? It's Rory from the McManus Music Project. It is about 11:30 on Sunday, the 30th of June, 2024. I just got back from my open mic night in Whelan's in Uxbridge. If you're maybe watching this in the future, or if you're not a sports fan, then you maybe might have connected that today was England football team were playing knockout stages. It was an exciting game. England were losing till like the dying seconds, and then they scored an equaliser, took it to extra time. Then extra time rolled on, and England scored the winner in extra time, and go through the tournament, and all the England fans were overjoyed and happy and drunk and rowdy and lively, and the open mic night then was starting straight after that. So wasn't really conducive to an open mic sort of feel. It was much more like a gig sort of evening, very rowdy, lively. Not unfriendly, they weren't unfriendly, they weren't hostile or anything like that, but they were definitely like excited and lively and wanted songs that they knew and demanding this and the other. And so that's much more like the world that I've inhabited, playing to sports crowds. I've done a lot of that in my career. So it's comfortable for me to be in that environment, but it's not really an open mic vibe. When I started, there was no one there to get up and play, musician-wise, I mean. So I just resigned myself to the fact that it was just probably going to be a gig, and I would just go into that mode that I've done a million times and just, perform and sing, give them sing-along music that they would enjoy, which is fine. About 20 minutes, half hour into the gig, the door opens and in walks this tall, sort of good-looking guy, dressed cool, looks like a rock star. Walks in, carries himself like one. Grabs a drink, sits down to listen, and I'm thinking to myself, I wonder if that guy is a musician. Maybe he's here for the open mic. And look, I wouldn't have blamed him if he had looked around that pub and thought, actually, this isn't really the kind of environment that I want to get up and perform in. It's pretty rowdy and lively, and I wouldn't have blamed him just for leaving and not saying anything. But that isn't what happened. Like, he came up to the stage and said, my name's Tim, can I get up and do a tune? And I was like, yeah, absolutely, open mic night, brilliant, crack on. Now in my head, I'm not worried for him so much, because it's him. I'm just thinking to myself, anyone who's walking into this gig situation, it's not the most friendly, supportive environment. You've probably got 3 seconds from when you open your mouth for the crowd to decide whether they like you or not, and if they're going to support you or not. So I can see he looks like a youngish guy, so I'm thinking, I don't know how much experience he's got, but he wants to go up and play. It's a fair play to him, because it would have been easy to take the easy route and go, do you know what, I'm not going to bother. But he didn't. He wants to get up and do it. So he gets up and he says, yeah, I play guitar, I'm going to sing a song. Yeah, great, cool. So I introduce him. He comes on stage, starts talking to the crowd straight away, really confident. Starts singing, and the crowd, just rightly so, completely warmed him. Were like, he's great, and they all sang along. And when he finished playing, they'd go and do another one, and all that. So he did another song, and they're all singing along. I didn't actually catch the performance on my video. I live streamed it on my Insta page. So if you go to my Insta page, McManus Music Project, you can see his performance on there. He went down really, really well. It was really, really good. And it was, as an older musician who's been on the circuit a long time, I love seeing younger guys get up and really not just survive but thrive, which is what he did. He was great, completely owned it. They really, really liked him. So I grabbed him for a 5-minute chat. Interesting guy, clever guy, and above all else, just a really nice bloke. So yeah, really enjoyed meeting him. He doesn't have any socials, so I can't tag him on anything. I'm hoping next time I see him, if I hopefully see him again, by then he'll have an Insta page, and then I can tag him and put it on there at a later date. But for now, this is Tim from Camden. Check it out, and I'll see you soon. Right, so I'm here with Tim. He's come down to my open mic. So this is further in the series of interviewing guys who go on open mics. So Tim, where have you come in from today?
Sure, so I'm from Camden.
Camden?
Yeah. So I literally just saw your note on the open mic WhatsApp chat. Got the train up. Thought it's been a while since I've kind of done the open mic before I come down.
Cool. So what do you do in the day? Are you working or?
I'm a student actually.
Where are you studying?
I'm doing computer science, doing my PhD at the moment.
Wow,
So,
amazing.
yeah, I don't know. It's like I myself doing. The older I get, the more music I'm doing. So I think eventually I'm going to end up doing more music.
So how did you start out? What was the beginning for you with music?
Just open mics really. I used to live in Cambridge. I was on the circuit there. Came to London about 3 years ago, and then just jumped straight on the circuit. Just kind of kept going. Been off and on really. It's been a bit kind of quite uneven, but yeah, just trying to get back into it now.
Well, in a very not hostile crowd, but pretty rowdy after the football today.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a bit of a lion's den. You know, do you?
Yeah.
You're a really confident guy. Really, just got up there and just did it. You know, you'd think you'd be doing it a lot longer.
Yeah.
Then you know you carried yourself really well.
Yeah.
So on my YouTube channel, I talk a lot about like music and mental health and how it all connects and how it makes you feel good.
Yeah.
Is there an aspect of that for you with music?
Hugely, yeah, hugely. I'd probably be suspicious of people who said there wasn't, to be honest, because like music is that. I mean, for me, it's always been an escapism from like my job. It can be quite intense. So even if it's not going to open mics, just like writing a song, being at home, or just playing to yourself, like it does really take you away from that sort of stressful headspace. And I guess it's the same for like other people as well. Like we all we have different jobs, like have different kind of preferred music styles. But I think the one kind of common thread throughout all of us is that music is that thing that takes us away and kind of takes us to that happy place.
Absolutely. So talk about different music styles.
Yeah.
So you sung a couple of Oasis tunes tonight. What
Yeah.
else you got in the locker? What else?
Yeah.
Did you draw on?
I'm kind of like a folky guy, to be honest.
Okay.
I do like my Neil Young tunes,
Yes.
some like 70s stuff.
So who turned you onto that stuff? Because obviously you're quite a young guy to be into Neil Young. You know, you're not old fart like me. How did you get into that?
That's a good question. I don't really know.
Got the parents musical or anyone at home musical?
So my mom's not really musical, to be honest. She had a couple of ABBA vinyls that I kind of got hold of maybe 10 or 20 years ago. But yeah, I'm not sure really. Like I think just kind of stuff like this, just seeing people, exposing yourself to different sounds. I used to go to like a sort of Joni Mitchell night 10 years ago. And I was like, who's Joni Mitchell? I don't know who this person is. And then kind of learned about her music and other great songwriters like Paul Simon, Neil Young. And then kind of fell into that world and loved the music so much. I think particularly because it was just so honest and like I think that's why I love acoustic music. It's so honest. It's so kind of raw and like unrefined. It has some sort of special quality. I think.
No, I totally agree with you. Yeah. Something about just having someone with just guitar and a voice and nothing else to hide behind.
Yeah, exactly.
There's nowhere else to go. Like you better be able to do it.
Yeah, actually, yeah. And that's why when you're there, you might just like kind of get involved and kind of fully immerse yourself in it. I think most of the time, nights like this, like you know, it doesn't really matter how you sound. Like so long as you're confident, like, you can to a point. So long as like you convince people that you know, you're kind of doing it because you love doing it, then they feed off that.
And so talking about that, like the open mics, like when I talk to guys going around doing the open mics, obviously there's no money in the open mics.
Yeah.
You know, it's just turning up and playing for the pure love of it. It's because I've been a gigging musician for a long time, so you know you can get a bit jaded, and it's been amazing to fall into this world of people who are just still playing because they love it.
Yeah.
When you've come away from Camden to Uxbridge,
Yeah.
to play 3 tunes.
Yeah.
To a rowdy bunch of pissed football fans, and you've done it really well, man. It's really good.
Cheers, I appreciate it. Why not? I think I'm not sure if this like rings true with you as well, but I love doing open mics because they're so unexpected, they're so spontaneous. It's like, oh, I've never been to Uxbridge in my life until tonight. I thought I'd go up, why not? Like, just play some tunes. It's always like eventful. Like you always kind of learn something new, and I think it needs to kind of stay interesting, kind of exciting. I think for you to kind of continue doing it.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. So,
cool. Well, man, really, really nice to meet you.
Oh, nice to meet you.
I'll tag your socials in. I'm not sure you've got the social links sorted out. So might have to sort that out. Really wicked to meet you. Cool. Hopefully I'll see you again at some more of these open mics and we'll go and do it.
Nice one. Cheers, man.